What's going on tonight, y'all? Welcome to Kenn's Questions. Of course, I'm Kenn. I want to welcome y'all to my show. Well, welcome back to my show. But also, if this is your first time with me, I've been doing this since 2018 when I was a wee little lad. Just a gleam of my mom's eye. And she said, son, you need to be on the podcast. So, y'all go and check out some of my old episodes, Why Men Cheat. That's my popular one. Also, I got some older special guests that been with me for a while, so y'all go check them out. They gonna be back too, so I'm setting that up now. Also, definitely special shout out to my son and of course Varsky, my editor up in Orlando. He has a special episode with my son Kenn. We were able to shoot that a couple weeks ago, and he is editing that just specifically for this show. I might share it with, of course, the Hits, Cuts, and Bruises channel as well. So I'll let y'all know that as well. And, of course, speaking of Hits, Cuts, and Bruises, that is my main baby. That is with, of course, Mr. Hits, Tori, the DJ Timo. Then the Cuts, Mr. El Spanko, Mr. Spanky. And then, of course, the Bruises, me, Kenn, also known as Kinetic. So y'all make sure y'all check us out. That's our main channel, and those are where you're gonna find the stars, and you're gonna find the hard-hitting topics. So, but of course, I get to let my hair down at my show. I get to do what I want to, talk how I want. Ain't got to worry about sponsorships and all that good stuff. But we are today in a very beautiful location where I normally shoot. We are in Boulevard Subs in downtown Riviera Beach, Florida. So with that, y'all know I'm not by myself. I know y'all can see this lovely, lovely, beautiful woman right next to me. Would you like to introduce yourself, madam?
I can do that. Yes, my name is RealRich. I go by RealRich mainly, but my name is Denisha, and you can find me on Instagram at RealRichFace and RealRich Photography, because I am a photographer and a content creator and a model and a mama, and yeah, the list goes on. But I'm so happy to be here. I'm so grateful. We've been trying to get this situated for some time.
Oh my gosh. And I wasn't even thinking about that. It's like, this been over a year. Yeah.
Yes. So he's hard to get. And so I'm happy to be here, and yeah, let's get to it.
Absolutely. So, of course, y'all know my format. Normally I have people send me questions, and those questions are answered by myself and a special guest. We keeping the same formula. Now, sometimes I might, switch it up a little bit, but we definitely gonna be answering questions tonight.
So it's Kenn's questions usually, but tonight it's going to be some real rich questions. So we're just going to get into it, no lube needed. So how do you handle potential consequences or fallout from addressing controversial topics on your podcast?
Wow. Okay.
No lube.
So when it comes to my slice of life, that's why when I agreed to be in Hits, Cuts, and Bruises, I informed them that, hey man, guess who's gonna still do their own show? Because you got to understand the dynamics of that show. Those guys are married. I'm single. I can get to say what the fuck I want to on my show in my platform. I ain't here to offend nobody and make people feel less than. I just like to have fun and run my mouth, as I like to say. So when I don't shy away from any topics at all. I don't care what it is, as long as it's not hurting somebody.
Right.
Now that's when I jump in. If it's something that I believe is gonna make somebody feel some type of way, I'm gonna hurt somebody's feelings. But if I'm telling the truth, then maybe your feelings need to get hurt.
It set you free.
That's where the bruises part come in. So, as far as controversial topics, every topic is controversial, if you think about it. We could talk about the weather, and the weather could be controversial.
I'm trying to tell you.
It's like, man, this morning I woke up and it was cold as fuck. You know, I didn't think it was cold.
Right.
I think it was brisk. Everybody that say the word brisk, I want to punch them in the fucking mouth because the, I hate that word to begin with. I don't even like the fact that it's iced tea. That shouldn't even be a name or something, iced tea. Brisk is not a word that should be used in a light, fun manner. It's cold. If it's below 70 degrees,
I agree.
it's cold. I don't care.
And a lot of people from New York have that weather insensitivity too. Like they're like, oh, you are dealing with 50 degrees weather? Oh, I wish I could wear a swimsuit in that weather. I don't give a fuck. Like, why are you telling me that? It's cold for me.
Is the pool open? Because I'm going, it's only 50. You know.
The audacity. I hope you catch a cold, bitch. All right. So my second question is,
Yes.
It's along the same lines of taboo or controversial.
Yes.
What do you hope to discuss? Wait, repeat.
Go for it.
What impact do you hope your discussions on taboo subjects have on your listeners?
Okay. This topic, I did this topic. And it was, so if anybody knows about my Instagram, I would do a regular show from 10 to 11.
Okay.
And that regular show, I would post because we made it to the point where it wasn't spicy.
Okay.
But at 11 to whenever we felt like getting off,
Right.
and sometimes people actually got off, but that was no holds barred. Absolutely no holds barred. So
what impact do you think it's having or have had?
It sparks a discussion. So one of the topics that we had was on Insecure. Did you watch all of that? Okay. So
I'm so inspired by Issa Rae, man. God damn. Give it up for Issa Rae.
love her.
Love her too.
And she actually, inspired me to talk about this topic. So the episode where the guy comes in her face.
We gonna get into it.
That episode was something that, that causes a rift because it wasn't discussed, and she was surprised, and she was like, "Why would you?" It's disrespectful,
Right?
So a topic like that is something that it's only for adults. It's not, it ain't for kids
Right.
to discuss stuff like that or to hear the topic, amongst adult ears and adult mouths. But I think during that time we kind of got to an area of
Divide.
it was a divide, but it was more so understanding. It's like unless it's your first time, you got an idea when it's about to happen. You got, even if not, you got to kind of either prepare yourself or look away or or even say, hey, don't do ... I just got my hair done. Don't do, or have it spelled out ahead of time. The lack of communication is so weird to me.
Yes.
I've
I
never
agree.
understood that you got two people who are sharing their
Intimate.
bodies and
the fluids.
yeah, all of that, but yet they don't want to have a conversation.
I agree.
Are they scared they're gonna hurt somebody's feelings? It's like, how is that even something that is even real? I'm baffled by that.
I am too, but talking about head in general is one of my next questions because, I'm from Jamaica, and if you know anything about the Jamaican culture,
Yes.
at least in the 90s, I don't know about now,
Yes.
but in the 90s, when I grew up there,
Yes.
head was illegal.
Oh,
And
it was actually illegal?
It wasn't actually illegal, but the music, the culture, everything was just saying, hell nah.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Me no want that.
Yeah.
No
No pum pum.
sit on my faces. But apparently women who were maybe just jump offs were the ones who would give head. It wouldn't be the wife or the wifey material. So for a very long time.
Okay.
As a woman, even coming here, just noticing that it's kind of expected. No matter what level of intimacy
Right.
or your first time with this person, they expect it.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, suck my dick. I'm not used to that energy.
which should never be okay.
It is.
You know,
Thank you.
it
So
should
it's not okay.
It should never be okay. You
Can
okay.
we get tested? Can we
Don't-
just talk? Like, how many bodies? Like, do you use condoms when you? Do you? Like, I got so many questions. Do you eat fruit?
No, the right fruit.
Right.
But it's really something that beyond cultural norms, beyond people, just just give a damn about the other person, because
Like, on the first day, you cannot lick my pum pum, sir. That is not okay. I don't care. We're not just going into that. You cannot just eat my vagina. No, I don't know you like that.
but those are things that
Or booty. Like, what is happening to us?
we all been caught up. I don't care. I don't care who you are.
No, sure, but
You know.
caught up is like when you're really seeing somebody and just like, ooh, I just want to.
I'm talking about some first night shit.
Oh, really?
You know, if you haven't had that experience, God bless you. But I can't say I haven't. So you truly get caught up. It's like, man, I ain't gonna never see this motherfucker again, especially if I'm on vacation. If y'all, you're never gonna see this person again, ever. But of course now it's we got social media, we got internet, everybody got a goddamn phone.
Right.
I'm old. So, I come from the era of the beeper, the era of, gotta use that payphone.
Scrub the ground.
That's right. Shout out, you know what? Shout out to Black Pack, y'all. We doing the pre-show. Yeah, Shed over there DJing for us.
Man.
It was a lot of music that, I'm pretty sure you've heard before, but
Never
probably didn't.
heard half of them songs.
Really?
Swear to God.
Wow, I thought I haven't heard this in a while.
Nope.
Never heard
it.
Wow.
But I know who Two Live Crew is, and
Yes.
I know of the musical history just because of VH1 had a show recently that was just kind of going around the world with hip hop and kind of just showing us where hip hop started, which I'm so grateful for because nothing is out there like that unless you know, and I hate that for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even you gotta imagine, and like I said, shout out to Black Pack, James Uncle Head Harnett. So I was telling you that I'm in one of these songs.
Yes.
So you gotta imagine we go to the studio, and first we didn't know he was gonna be a rapper. We had no clue.
Oh,
It
okay.
was like, ain't never been no talent show. I didn't see you sitting down writing your rhymes, So that's why like, yeah, you gotta be a rapper, sure. But his cousin was a rapper.
Okay.
So his cousin decided instead of, just staying solo, I'm gonna go ahead and form a group. And they give us this piece of paper, and I read the paper and it says, "Shake that ass, bitch, and let me see what you got." I'm not saying that. He's like, "Man, just say it," And sure enough, the rest is here.
Wow.
So it ended up being, of course, "Shake that ass, bitch, and let me see what you got." So it became a #1 song.
I am amazed.
You never know.
I'm amazed. Your culture, the time.
Yes.
You guys were so raunchy, and y'all
Yes.
look at Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion like we crazy.
No. I
No, but those
I
music
appreciate
was
those ladies.
insane.
I appreciate those ladies.
Lady Saw or Two Live Crew in Jamaica, like
Yeah.
she was filthy,
Yeah.
or like what people think is filthy now, but like
Patra?
I've heard of her too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Patra did Pull Up to My Bumper.
pull up to my bumper, baby.
Yeah.
Beep twice.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
I thought that was Lady Saw the whole time.
no, that's Patra.
That's crazy.
Also, individuals like, so comedy started all of this stuff. Red Fox, Richard Pryor, all these older guys that would put the nastiest things on radio, on the record.
Right.
And so you got to imagine, I'm a kid and my dad had this extensive record collection. Dolomite, Red Fox, all these guys. And they cussing and cussing and cussing and cussing and cussing. My mama cuss, my daddy cuss. All of a sudden, I get a Two Live Crew tape from my cousin. And I can just remember my mama taking that tape and just taking the inside of it
And reeling it out.
and pulling it all out. Like, You ain't listen to this shit in here.
You can get your pencil and reel that back in.
She
destroyed
made
it.
she made a mess of it.
Oh
But
man.
it's
The kids will never know about that pencil
but
reeling in that tape.
you look and you see the progression. It always existed,
Right.
but it was shows like Jerry Springer.
Right.
You know, I was in college at that time. I would schedule my classes
Around
Jerry Springer.
Hell no.
Yes,
Hell no.
I had to watch it.
No.
I had to.
Till this day, I cannot survive a Jerry Springer episode.
That's okay. I'll survive it for you.
No, Maury was my show though.
What? Same sandwich.
It is not the same
Same.
sandwich.
It's the same.
Somebody was always fighting on Jerry Springer, and it was so much chaos.
So, Maury, is it a man or a woman? Those episodes?
No,
You might have missed those.
you are the child.
No, you
are the
concentrate.
daddy.
No, you talking about new school Maury. I'm talking about Maury had beautiful women, and you had to guess whether or not they were born a man or a woman.
I don't remember that.
Exactly. You too young for that. I know.
And I remember the ones with the bad kids, the badass kids.
Yeah, of course.
That's the ones I
That was,
really
but
remember.
that's
But then Jamaica again was very censored, kind of like what we're talking about now with censorship and
Yeah.
like just what we're
which
expected.
I'm still surprised, because y'all be whining and all,
I'm
looking all
telling
good and
you,
shit.
yeah.
Like, hey man, like, can I just hang out? I don't know what the right way to approach you, but I want to be behind whatever you doing.
No, we are very English bred. Like, we are the filthy ones of the British culture. We are, we have our own culture within that, but like we identify as British people, and
Yeah.
like the snobby prideness, like that's Jamaicans for you. And that's why we feel like we're better than everybody in the entire Caribbean nation. Good job. But we are, even though we have that side, it was very conservative.
Yeah.
And I was raised very conservative. So like I was saying, back to that head conversation, it's like, I'm still a novice. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I want to be a novice for the rest of my life.
As long as
child.
your partner is okay with that.
Teach me.
I am very much a fan of Kareem Superhead.
Why are you a fan of her?
The tears come.
The tears.
Oh my God.
What is happening to you right now?
I've never in my life seen anything like that.
What did you see?
She has a video.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Superhead versus Mr. Marcus.
Who's Mr.
So
Marcus?
Mr. Marcus was, or I don't know if he's still in the game or not, but he was one of the famous porn stars.
Okay.
And with him being already a quote unquote professional, it's like they line him up with
A professional. Oh, just kind of like like he's not gay, right?
No.
Okay. I thought we were just like in competition with the head or something. I don't know.
No.
Okay. That's what I imagined.
She was giving him heat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So
Was she a porn star or she just a video vixen?
she was a video vixen.
So what
but
was the relation?
She dated Lil Wayne. She wrote
I
a
know
book.
who she dated.
Yeah.
I know the book.
Yeah. Okay.
But I didn't know that there was a video, child.
Yes.
Okay.
It's top tier.
Top tier. Okay. So that's my homework tonight.
Top tier.
Do you know where I can find that?
It should be anywhere.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'll
Yeah.
definitely go look. But
Yeah, anybody that's still, I stopped Pornhub because of the whole underage stuff. I ain't really like that part.
all of them have underage porn. Every single one of them.
I hope not.
Or it looks like that.
I hope not. I'll be
Yes.
click.
Yes, I agree. Mhm.
But yeah, it should be readily available. But that's the name of it: Superhead versus Mr. Marcus.
Okay.
All y'all can write that down. You're welcome. All
So
y'all.
you didn't. So I guess I wanted to ask because, like
Yes.
I was saying, that I'm super conservative in my upbringing.
Yeah.
And I just came to Florida and I heard Pretty Ricky for the first time. And I got ideas. I was like, Jesus, I feel like I'm being programmed right now to be a
I'm
sex
sorry,
star.
guys.
Grind on me.
There's a my brother in his rap group don't like Pretty Ricky. But but that's okay. Let's go ahead and continue.
Why don't we like Pretty Ricky?
They told a story on the show.
They did what?
On the episode with the Ballers Club on Hits, Cuts, and Bruises from last season, they tell the Pretty Ricky story and how Pretty Ricky stole one of their songs.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So they got internal beef.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, Pretty Ricky's "Agent Nothing But a Number" album was my introduction to Florida. It's like I came here at 15.
Okay.
And that was what was playing every single day, like every day. I was like, okay, I think
This
I
is
like
different.
them. I'm programmed. It's very different. It's very different from Beanie Man and Elephant Man and Sizzla Kalonji.
Not the ones I heard, but I heard some really raunchy, you know.
And I've heard them too, but like I just like that was my introduction to Florida, like Pretty Ricky and DJ Khaled and damn Lil Wayne, and
He's not from Florida.
it was so much DJ Khaled. You heard 99 Jams at that time in 2005? Do you remember? Do you remember 99 Jams in 2005?
Lil Wayne kind of messed it up.
Overdid it on this damn. Rick Ross, Trina, all of these people were just overdoing it.
So even Nam by Trick Daddy and Trina.
That's a old school song.
It's an old school song, but
Yes.
it was just when I heard that for the first time, when she said, "Fuck about 5 or 6 best friends," I was like, I think I'm in love.
Kenneth! Oh my goodness.
It's like this is wonderful. She is not holding anything back. Of course she tells the story of, I'm not saying this. She said, no, my mama killed me. Or she heard me saying like something like this, and of course it became a hit.
Right.
We all have those initial hesitations, and we want to look good to our parents and our friends, and present what's called the representative.
But do you think that's really what it is, or we're just trying to I don't know, I think I've been really heavily into God, right? And it's
Yes.
just kind of like what the model woman looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not what she looked like. and I'm trying to unlearn so much of this stuff, but it's like when you're looking, are you looking for a wife? What do you look for? Somebody who was a little bit on the promiscuous side? That's like got
You
10,000 whatever they said that.
so that's that. Now that's up to the individual.
No. What do you want?
What do I want?
Yes. Are you?
I want go 3,000.
So
That's what I want.
You don't care about her past and like how many bodies and
shit.
right? Okay.
Because we all have, I don't met people where one is too many.
One is too many.
One is too many.
I agree.
And I was taught, and also it's all depending on how you were taught. I was brought up with the understanding of, baby, you get out there and date.
Okay.
D-A-T-E, date. You find out, because that's the only way you're going to find out what you want in a wife.
Do you want a wife at this point, or are you just kind of like, yeah, I'm good on that. I'll continue.
I was married 20 years, man.
20 years?
I was married for 20
To who?
years. My wife.
Jesus, what?
Shout out to Cherie, my baby mama. But yeah, I was married for 20 years.
And you couldn't hold that down? Like you didn't want to continue that?
It
20
was
years is
a
long
mutual
time.
decision that I wanted her to find her happiness, and
Did
she
you
wanted
find
me to find. I don't know. I hope she has. I don't really keep up with it.
That's
But
crazy.
we've done episodes together. That's on my Instagram. But we did an episode about dating after divorce and how everything has now changed. Getting
Right.
married in 1999 and now getting back into the dating world after 2020, coming into COVID and all this stuff. That was a shitty time to go back into the dating world, because
Yeah,
now I've experimented with apps, and the apps are,
You think we all
That's
got
not what it said.
ADHD in dating right now?
we don't
We
have
don't have
patience. Yeah, we
patience
don't
or
have
settle-
patience. I know I don't, because I don't have the time for it. I don't have time to deal with bullshit.
And what's
Yeah, I tell-
bullshit to you?
Why you ain't call me?
That's bullshit. But Danny, I missed you.
That's to me, because
Got 2 jobs,
I-
2 shows, and
I said
4
this,
hoes.
Yeah, I said this in the past. in the past. You can't check me. I'm an
At all?
adult.
Ever?
I am an adult.
So do you think that's what's wrong with what's happening right now? Why men are just kind of like being so mean to women, and women are trying to be so masculine because we're trying to check men, and we're not. That's not our role. Like we're not supposed to do that. Is that one of the don'ts?
But also for the first time ever in history, women are the breadwinners. You
Right.
know, that has never happened before. It's always been the man bring home the bacon and the woman fried in the pan. You know, but now women have, especially black women,
We are
y'all
number one breadwinners, bro, and I don't know how to change that.
Y'all making the money. Don't stop. You know.
I think that's something should be changed. Like I think we
How?
can't just keep raising black men and women. Like, cause that's what's happening, and like
But-
we're the only culture that is so aggressive towards our men.
But we have representatives of those things. So same way that everybody was around us singing "Single Ladies" by Beyonce,
I'm telling you,
And
she programmed us like
but-
shit,
but she married. You know,
just like Sierra talking about. And this one I win with the money. Got 5 kids. I don't understand. I will never understand, and I will never listen to those women again because they're liars.
but it's entertainment. You know,
And they're entertaining a specific group of women,
of course,
but we don't know that
right? But
until you have to think about it and be like, but you're not single.
exactly
This is for the hard earned. Like you're just creating more of that
right.
by making that type of
They're
music.
selling songs.
It don't matter. Help us.
When it
Teach us how to be submissive.
no, man.
Help us. We need help. We don't want to date. I don't want to bump pum pums. I want a man. I want a black man. But I don't know how to not belittle him. How do I do that?
Oh, please don't. That's the male ego is very, very fragile.
It's so fragile, child.
But a lot of times guys need to know. Y'all fake orgasms. Y'all tell us we're doing great things and we're not. Y'all reward the most minor shit. Girl, he pumped my gas.
That's a fact.
You know, don't reward.
But because we don't get that.
You don't get it because you don't demand it.
How do we demand it without being demanding?
It's always an exchange of goods.
Everything?
Everything.
Okay.
Every single.
So that means I just got to get on my knees, huh?
But no. You know, and don't follow that Steve Harvey 3-month bullshit. Don't do that.
Wait, why not? I can't abstain?
Listen. You can, but you're taking advice from a man that's been divorced multiple times
And remarried.
You know, and has a history of cheating and things like that. I don't. That's my whole thing with it.
Okay.
Not to knock his hustle, you know, because he took that and flipped it into multiple movies and production deals, and the man making a whole.
And I
ton
was
of money,
watching it.
you know.
Created a whole nigga out here in the streets.
Of course, you know. But now you really and truly have to realize your power. Y'all forgot y'all power.
We forgot the power.
Y'all forgot it.
But nobody's teaching us the power.
You have to ask your male friends.
I'm asking you, what's the power? Is it the pussy?
Yeah.
Only?
No. It's your sex appeal. It's your appearance. Don't just put it in one. Don't throw all of that in one little category. You know.
Oh, it's not a category.
It's each and every part. If you just make that motherfucker laser focus on your coochie, that's what you're going to laser focus on.
Okay.
But if he realized that, hey, I can sing, I can write, I'm an artist,
Niggas don't care about that.
the right one will.
How do we go back to a more wholesome culture? Is that going to ever happen again for us? Because men aren't wholesome because they got access to Pornhub and
They've always had
Instagram.
access to that.
No, they did not.
Yes, they did. It was just in a different form.
Where at? The strip club?
Strip club, VCR tapes.
Okay.
Everybody, granddaddy got a VHS tape with a mislabel on it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody granddaddy got it.
But before that, like he wasn't just out here slinging dick. Like he was He was mindful of his lady at home, and he would mislabel the tape for a reason.
But also, you need to look at why dudes are out there slinging dick.
Why are they slinging dick?
Insecurities,
Hmm.
lack of love,
Mm.
not knowing what they want.
No father figure.
All of that. If you go by your example, I run with a group of guys that the vast majority of us had 2-parent households. And if we didn't, we had access to a father figure. My dad was a big time father figure to a lot of individuals that grew up here.
I find that the one with the father figures are the most hopeful. I'm just trying to say.
Because they're taking advantage of what they know.
Ah, motherfucker.
Yeah. The knowledge that I've acquired started from my sister. So growing up behind a woman has really and truly blessed me.
I don't know if it's a blessing, child.
It's a blessing for me because I take that information and the listening skills. Gotta listen.
But then when you know how to listen too well, you can manipulate situations, and that's the problem.
But
Stop manipulating.
You then, do you want to use that for good or do you want to use it for bad?
Right.
And also, especially when y'all smart. Y'all know y'all when that motherfucker manipulating you. You know it.
Not always.
Mm-hmm.
Not always. The
If
dick
so-
be so good
so-
it blinds me.
Dickmatized. Fucking dickmatized. That's what ends up happening.
Sheesh.
And y'all get okay with it. Y'all all right. These are all things that aren't new.
Right.
It's been happening.
It's just more on the mainstream.
That's
now.
all it is. Polygamy is big time now.
Is that something you're interested in?
No, because the dynamics of it, you always have a hierarchy, no matter what, when you're dealing with
Head
polygamy.
bitch in charge.
Yeah, that's the part for me that kind of throws the interest off.
Like she now just becomes a madame.
Yeah, but I've always been someone that is very truthful. I let people know what my situations are. I've never been sneaky.
Situations?
Yeah.
Like so you're polygamous, but just
No.
wait, you said situations. And situations a little bit of polygamy into it? Like you're talking to multiple women, ain't that polygamy?
No.
Why not?
There's no organization.
So polygamy is organized sexual partners?
No. It's not.
This is like me, no. It's like a mob for sex.
No. Polygamy is a household. You all live together, right? Many times you're married and you've brought in a sister wife into this home.
Okay.
And it's very structured. Everyone has their purpose and their position, and everybody respects it.
Right.
Whereas, like, hey, if I tap the wrong girl on the shoulder and she ain't tell her boyfriend I tapped on the shoulder, that's not polygamy.
I'm just lost for the sauce, but I think
if I tapped on the shoulder, I got that cooch. How about that? Yeah.
You said that's
But she ain't tell her boyfriend. That's not organized,
But I feel like there's different versions of that or new waves of that. Like, one woman have like 5 boyfriends.
Yeah.
And they don't know each other.
Yeah.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
Right. And I got a Canadian bae. I got a London bae.
Yeah.
Got a California bae.
But also, when I was doing things like that, I made the excuse that I was getting something from each woman in order to make
yourself whole?
But make the perfect woman. Okay. So, she got a bunch of money.
Okay.
She got big titties. She got a big ass.
And she listens to everything.
She let me do whatever I want. You have all these excuses that you make instead of finding that one individual that has the vast majority
of those things
you're looking for.
Right.
That's a big difference. Huge difference.
Right.
Or
just creating, or with the purpose of creating your tribe with like children in one household being raised with multiple women and them having the support.
That's polygamy.
Right,
That's
got it.
totally different. You
Okay.
take care of the whole house. That's your job. So you can't be broke with that shit.
At all.
You better not be.
Better be African king or something. I don't know. I just think some men are just so ambitious these days with these conversations about polygamy, and they living with their moms and shit like that. It's crazy.
No.
The audacity.
You have to be a provider first.
Right.
If you can't take care of yourself, how you gonna take care of another person?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
You know, it's like the math ain't mathing.
It's not. It's not.
The math ain't mathing, man. These dudes, but yeah, like I said, it's how can a homeless man have a girlfriend?
And they do, I've seen it. I was like, damn. And what about me? What about what I want? Why am I single?
But it's always in due time.
Okay.
Always, it's always in due time. You can't rush it. It's something that it comes naturally. We
need a man boot camp these days. I don't know. These men are just real feminine. Can't handle it. Cannot.
So
this man asked me, what am I bringing to the table? He's like, he gave me $200 like a year ago. And now he's like, I did so much for you. What have you done for me?
Okay. That's another thing. What you gonna bring to the table is a conversation that should not be had to someone that you're not even dating. That's what's wrong.
Do you even have that conversation with women yourself personally as a man?
Unless I plan
there's an unless?
going, unless I'm planning on going super serious and it's gonna be my girlfriend, ain't no reason for me to have that conversation. I don't give a shit what you bring to the table.
What should your woman bring to the table then, if she has all the power we talked about?
Right. I look for independence.
I don't fucking want to be independent, sir. That fact.
You asked me?
Why would you be looking for independence if you want me and man?
Because she ain't got to worry about what the fuck I'm doing. She got her own business.
Okay.
The less that she has to do, the more she gonna worry about me. I'm just saying. That's the way I think.
Okay.
I don't tolerate a lot of things.
Clinginess is too much for you?
Clinginess, no.
Wee!
No, man.
So
because I travel a lot, I go
I
see my
can't
son.
I can't come.
I travel a lot.
I can't come.
Because I'm at a good spot in my life where I meet up with my son in Orlando. Ain't nobody else gonna be with me.
So I can't get a ticket. I can't.
To
be the
Universal
passenger
Studios.
princess? I can't get an all-inclusive pass.
No, no. I only got one pass.
Buy another one.
No, he got his pass. I bought his.
What about me?
No, can't have it.
God.
Because
damn.
those are things that, as a father and a son, that we do.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, Ken. That's rough.
I'm rough.
Sheesh. Okay.
I'm definitely.
That's a little cutthroat.
But also, y'all not used to hearing the word no.
Hell no.
Y'all hate that.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But do you date outside of your culture? Do you date outside of your race?
Yeah.
And do you prefer to date outside of
No,
your
I
race?
don't have a preference.
No?
No.
Till this day?
Tuesday, I don't have a preference.
Interesting.
Yeah. What? And that goes back to, God bless my mama. She ain't here no more, but it was that good old fashioned. If she can't use your comb, don't bring her home.
If you can't use your comb, don't bring her home.
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah. So when you hear something like that, that then makes you like, what's so wrong? Like, let's see,
Right. The
But
curiosity.
also, even with that, you don't date women to have a check mark. Like, Tulare Crew has a song where they say, white girls, black girls, even Puerto Ricans, but the Mexicans and Cubans are oh so freaking. So you hearing that, and it's like, wow, maybe I need a checklist. Maybe I
Yeah.
need to make sure I got one of each. And that ain't right.
So you agree that we've been programmed?
Oh, of course. But it's everything.
But do you like? I mean, if you had a daughter, what are you
Mhm.
telling your daughter in 2024?
Oh wow. Baby, value yourself.
How? If nobody values me?
That's why I just said it.
I know, but like, if we're all programmed,
Self-esteem is a motherfucker. It got to come from
how do
somewhere.
you maintain that self-esteem
Well,
in 2024?
I hope that I would have instilled in her value, and I've supported her enough, and I've shown her that your daddy love you, you know, and that's more than anything else.
But daddy ain't gonna
I'm listening.
suck my toes or eat the kunani and do the things. Then how
We
do
marry our parents.
I? Right.
Mm-hmm. So you look for those qualities in your parents.
But what if I ain't have no parents?
That's a different situation. That's tough.
Yeah.
You know. So then it had to be somebody that was a positive influence on you.
And what if there's no one that was a positive influence on this young woman? What can she do with no positive influences?
Yes.
No brothers, no big brother, no big sister, only child,
Yes.
orphaned.
Yes.
And I'm not saying that I am the orphan, but
Right.
only child. How can she maintain her independence and her value in 2024?
Well, besides making sure that she has a good therapist, that's all real. Because I would never put myself in the position of knowing what an orphan thinks of somebody in that situation, but it has to be something for this individual to fall back on. It has to be something, and that's a tough way to navigate life.
It
You
is.
know,
But a lot of
because-
women are navigating life just like that because their parents weren't present. Even though they're there,
Right.
they're not there because they're too worried about the bills, or that black woman has been traumatized so badly that you're just a product of trauma.
Damn. That's fucked up.
It is.
God damn. But let's, because there is no one answer to that. That's really a very unique situation, and
It's not that unique, actually.
to me it is.
To you?
Yeah.
Because you probably just never even opened your mind to,
No.
notice that or care
Not
about
at
that,
all.
right?
Mm-mm.
And that's
Because having that traditional nuclear household,
right,
I grew up with my mom and dad.
right.
I only saw them together.
That's crazy.
And like they was married till they died. That was my example.
But even with that example, you're not married now and you're not
Right.
looking to anchor yourself in a marriage. So, like,
That might change tomorrow. I don't know.
I know, but, like, I find that, like literally, for me, I literally dated my baby daddy with the fact that his parents were still together. Not like that's not the only reason,
Right.
but that was one
But
of
you
the
saw that.
high selling points for
Right.
me. And I was
You
just
saw
like,
that.
damn, I thought, but he was a shitty person. Like, he was spoiled, entitled, a
Was he an
bitch
only
ass
child?
nigga. No, bitch ass nigga. And his mama
He was a mama's
wasn't
boy?
that supportive. Yeah, for me, she was
Right.
supporting him the entire
course.
time, and it was just, it's really wild to see that kind of differentiate. The difference in how you treat other women, even though you're a woman, just to
But that's her
be
baby.
a gorilla for your son.
That's your baby,
Yeah, but we're women.
and you're accepting it.
What do you mean?
How long did you accept his shitty behavior?
I'm no longer accepting it. Is all that matters. I mean, 5 to 6 years. But
Okay,
but
so-
but wait. Hello. I'm also like one of those people that thinks if you made your bed, you lay in it. Like, if you know what I mean. Like, if that's what you decided to do and you have a kid with that person, like, you shouldn't really try to separate yourself. You should just
But what
ride with the ebbs and the
is-
flows.
what is the value of your peace?
I don't know if being a single mother will ever be peaceful.
But you have to have more of it now that you're out of that situation.
Oh, I do, in a sense, but I'm also like, and I hate to make myself a victim, but I really feel like that. I feel like I just got raped and robbed and, left with a kid with all the responsibilities, and it sucks ass. And I just think, if I'm not the only person, and our situation was good. Like, it wasn't like it was a hookup. It was, it was a planned baby. It was like all these things. It was like living together. It was one of those relationships. So for it to end the way it did.
But were you married?
Almost. And I'm glad I didn't do the marriage. So glad.
No.
Yeah. I'm glad I didn't marry him. But I'm also devastated that he didn't marry me. It's a wild thing. Because, like, the type of breakup that it was, like, if we would have been married, it would have probably been a little bit more crazy. But it would have probably solidified a lot of more things.
Mm-hmm.
But also, because we weren't married, I think it was much easier for us to just get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
True.
Marriage is a business transaction. When you get married, you come in as individuals who agree to make each other's lives better. If you come in as individuals to make yourselves one, you're going to break that apart. Something's going to fall apart when your constant goal is to be just this imaginary ball of two people intertwined. That shit does not exist.
Apparently.
And it's not something that you should strive for.
But I also think that's just like a American black thing.
Why?
Because I'm from Jamaica, right?
Right.
And I've seen those marriages. Like, not that I've had many examples of marriage, but it really is like you forget yourself and you become one. And you guys are a team. And it's like the team. And you work as a team no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
That's the example that I had.
But
not through my mother, but
what happens with a team?
What happens to the team?
What happens in a team?
There is no I.
You have strong players. You have weak players. You have people that's going to sit on the bench and kind of chill a little bit as they watch the superstar bust their ass, but everybody get a ring. That's why I say you cannot. Now, this my opinion now,
and I think those are ebbs and flows. Like, that's seasons. Like,
of course,
you're a strong player today, but tomorrow, I could be the strong player.
But also, you can still do the same thing without it being a goal of us being one. It's impossible.
Why are you anti-one?
It's impossible because you're going to lose yourself.
And I think that's exactly what happens,
You lose a piece of yourself, and especially with the guy going to have animosity, Hey, me and the fellas want to go fantasy football night. God. We going hanging out. We'll be back.
I think that fantasy football shit is the most dumbest camaraderie bullshit I've ever seen. Because women don't have that. And if you always playing fantasy football like 5 nights a week and you watching football, like what? What else?
So you know how to solve that.
What's the solving?
The
Go
power.
Out? No.
Keep in mind, I ain't saying.
Oh, you're talking about just like submission,
the power,
ignore.
No, fuck no. Don't ignore the guy. I have a million examples.
Please give them
One
to
of
me.
my examples, because I got addicted to Gran Turismo video game when it first came out, right? And I made an agreement with my wife, and I said, hey, if you're awake, if our son's awake, I'm not playing a video game.
Okay.
Let me sacrifice my sleep because I love this fucking game, but it's not going to be in spite of y'all.
Right.
So that's the type of agreement that I made.
But some men don't even know how to make that agreement. A lot of men
don't know how to do
refuse to make that agreement.
Because they're selfish as fuck.
Right.
But that's a part of growth. That's a part of then making sure you're making a sacrifice that is so minor. It's a fucking game. It's not,
literally a fucking game.
it's a game. It's you're not, unless you're a professional gamer, which does, exist.
And I can understand if your game is bringing in the bacon, sir, then by all means, please get to it. You want a control? You want a new controller? You want some batteries?
Do you want something to drink? You thirsty? Gonna bring it to you. Let's go and get you on this video game.
There you go.
But yeah, these
Would
are
you like
all.
some head while you play?
Hey,
Hello.
hey.
Yes.
Oh, but these are all things that every relationship is different. If you come into your new relationship remembering what happened in your last relationship, whatever that result was of your last relationship will happen again. It's not fair. It's not fair to the new individual.
I think that's just exactly how trauma is, and that's why I think somebody say one person or partner is too much. Like, that's why I feel like you should get married young. And so I'm grateful that your son is even thinking about it at such a young age, because I think that's the way, man. Promiscuity, I feel like it's such a big sin, because you know too much. You start knowing too much, you have like a callus of information, and it either turns you very cold or very insensitive.
So when you said promiscuous, I immediately thought of Nelly Furtado. I love that song.
Promiscuous girl.
I love it.
You clearly love a promiscuous woman.
The thing about what is a number that then makes this person be promiscuous?
I don't think it has to do with a number specifically.
Is it just the behaviors?
It's the behavior. It's the multiple. It's kind of like, the multiple partner situation. But if you're only having sex in relationships, then I don't think you're promiscuous.
What if you had 15 relationships back to back to back?
I wish that wasn't the case.
I was only fucking my boyfriend. He was my boyfriend. We got together after 1 week. That was my boyfriend.
Wow, that person seemed like they like to commit. I'm just saying.
So that's what I'm a firm believer in live and let live. You only go around this motherfucker one time. If you want to fuck the world, don't ask me for shit. Do it. Enjoy yourself. Be safe. Be respectful of your partner. Share your test results, like Will's saying. Because it all look good on the outside. Next thing you know, it's like, damn, I got herpes. It's some bullshit here. God damn.
Right.
Now I got to tell everybody.
Tell everybody.
And it is, and we have to kind of.
Well, who's everybody?
Everybody that you about to,
been with, or you have to go with. Okay, moving forward.
You got to get rid of the stigmatism when it comes to STDs as well, because nobody tries to get an STD.
Right.
It's unfortunate. It happens. But be fair to your partners, your future partners, anybody that you come in contact with. Call them. Be honest. The closest everybody got was, damn, man, I got COVID. Fuck. Oh my gosh. Now I got to call everybody I was at the party with.
Right.
That's the closest I came, to having to deal with a situation like that. I can't imagine. I can't imagine.
Unless you outside, Ken. You outside.
But I'm safe outside. You know what I'm saying? Hey. I'm safe.
What does safe mean? Because if you're giving head, unprotected head, and you're...
With test results.
No. Listen. If you...
I'm as safe as I can
sucking vaginas.
Yes.
And you're getting your dick sucked, and you're not wearing a condom.
Yes.
While you do those two things.
Those are things. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Then and then most men, these STDs don't show up for most men.
Right.
You're carriers, but you don't necessarily have them specifically.
But that's why.
But now it's in my throat.
I'm as safe as I possibly can be.
No, you're not. Because if you were safe as you possibly could be, then you'll use a femdam and put a little wrapper on her vagina, and you'll eat the coochie that way, and she'll put a condom on your dick, and she'll eat it that way.
Damn.
But we're all at risk still.
Right. Yeah, right. I can't argue against that one.
And that's kind of like why I don't understand. Like, it's like, why you bother using a condom then? Because I'm confused. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like if I'm
Well,
putting
you
your
know,
sausage in my mouth. No.
You don't want to get pregnant.
It's the same. No.
You know.
It's the same shit.
I
And that's
heard-
kind of why I'm just,
I come from a fertile family. I'm just saying.
I'm saying,
I love all my nieces and nephews. Love you guys. Love my son.
I'm shocked you don't have multiple sons.
Pretty fertile.
Or do we?
Fertile, man. Fertile.
Man. Then she get in her throat. She gonna be pregnant. She gonna be like, hey, I think I'm pregnant right after. She's like, that one just developed rather quickly. He just reached the egg too fast.
That was in a movie. That was hilarious.
That's funny as hell.
So, guess what?
What? Is it over?
No, it's never over. But it's we gotta. It's time to say thanks to everybody.
Aww.
Now,
I had the best time.
Now, I'm a firm believer in you just say y'all tune in to us next time. That's what I'm a firm believer in.
Okay.
You want
I won't say bye.
No.
But see you later.
It's always see you later.
See you later. Mm.
Oh wow. Wow. Okay. Keep that up while I hit this button over here. Keep.
See you later, guys.
Wow.
It's Real Rich.
Wow.
It's Kenn's Questions.
Wow.
And here we go. Good night. Wear a condom. No loops needed here.